At heart.
And jackpot, a single ticket sold in New Jersey. The only grand prize winner of Saturday's $338 million Powerball. The New Jersey Lottery is expected to release more details about the winner tomorrow.
Man, oh man, that would be nice. Well, new concerns over the White House over the president's handling of the U.S. economy. The number-crunching blog 538.com finding that President Obama is losing his advantage over congressional Republicans. So what's going on? Let's bring in our political panel. Fox News contributor Julie Roginski. She is a former political advisor to Senator Frank Lautenberg, and Ron Bonjean. He is former communications director to Speaker Hastert. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I want to bring up that poll again and just take a closer look at these numbers. You know, and this is really across the board. This is what makes this significant. The ABC Washington Post poll, 52% disapprove of President Obama's handling of the economy. Bloomberg, 49% disapprove. You know, the Pew Research poll down 16 percentage points with 56% disapproval rating. CBS, New York Times, also down 4 percentage points. And the Fox News poll, 55% disapprove. So what is happening here? Julie, I want to start with you. Why do you think the president's numbers are falling?
Well, I think it's two things. One is, first and foremost, I think people are just fed up with what's going on in Washington, and he's taking the blame as much as the Republicans are. It's interesting. His numbers are still better than the Republicans, but neither of them have great numbers because people are rightly disgusted with the continuing gridlock. We've had an election. We thought, things would get resolved, and they haven't. And they're blaming saying a pox on both these houses.
I don't know, Julie, though. You take a look, not to interrupt, but you take a look at the numbers across the board, and I'm not sure where you're getting that Republicans are falling as well, but numbers I had said since December, the president's standing has declined roughly 10 percentage points, while Republicans in Congress have gained 4 or 5 percentage points.
They're still below him, though. That's my point. The bottom line is that people don't like either side right now. So the Republicans were pretty much rock bottom. They're slightly better than rock bottom now, but they're still pretty. I mean, you would not want the Republicans to have the same. If you're a Republican, you're not happy with your poll numbers right now. The other point that I wanted to make quickly was that essentially, look, his numbers reverted back to the median that they were before the election, and the election obviously always brings goodwill. They're pretty much where they were before the height of the political season, and that's to be expected in a town where people really are fed up and don't think much is getting done.
All right, Ron, let's get you in here. Why do you think the president's numbers are falling, and albeit just slightly, Republicans' numbers in Congress are rising 4 or 5 percentage points?
Right, because I think the president promised to handle the economy before the election, and after the election, he kept campaigning against Republicans, trying to destroy the Republican Party on a permanent campaign. And during that time, you see gas prices rising. You see food prices rising. People aren't feeling the effects. And Republicans have been forcing the president to face reality. They have forced the Senate to pass a budget. They have forced spending cuts. They are not moving on tax increases. And the president has become, forced to try to deal with Republicans now so they can come forward to some sort of consensus on how to move forward. And so I think that's why you see Republicans moving up, is because they're showing leadership while the president was showing a permanent campaign basis.
I want to talk a little bit about something that was spoken about a lot during the campaign, and that being the likability factor of President Obama. And now we see he's on this, what's being called a charm offensive. Do you think that perhaps he's also seeing the numbers that have been recently released, specifically the Pew Research Center, and that talking about his overall likability? That's falling as well. 47% of Americans said they approved of President Obama. That's down 4 points from last month, 8 points since December. And while I know that you said, Julie, that's not abnormal, that does happen during a second term. Initially, they go up and then all of a sudden they go down. The difference being President Obama's numbers have dropped more steeply than his predecessors. So what do you make of that?
Well, as I said, look, people are fed up with what's going on in Washington. And I truly think when they voted, they said, look, this election will resolve a lot of things. We have determined what the course for the country should be. Now go ahead and get it done, Mr. President. And he can't get it done. He can't get it done because the Republicans won't allow him to get it done. But at the end of the day, people are saying, I don't really want to hear the blame game anymore. We told you to get it done and it's not happening. We're kind of tired of hearing why it's not happening. He tried to blame it on the Republicans of the sequester. I think you saw the numbers reflecting that people weren't buying it. So what he's now doing is reverting and saying, okay, going in this charm offensive, as you pointed out, and trying a different tack, because at the end of the day, people, I truly think, felt that they gave him a mandate. He's not able to fulfill it. He's being stymied by it, by the Republicans from fulfilling it. But at the same time, people don't care anymore. They just want it done, and it's not getting done.
Ron, you get the final word here just quickly. We only have about 20 seconds left.
Yeah,
you think people just don't like him?
Well, I think that the president is not able to has not been able to lead on the economy. That he warned that the sky was falling on the sequester. That didn't happen, and he went on a permanent campaign against Republicans, trying to destroy them. That will make sure that your poll numbers go down. When you overpromise and underdeliver, and food and gas prices are going up, that's not going to bring confidence for people and increase his likability at all. It's going to cause it to drop to the floor.
All right, Ron and Julie, thank you.